Hello, it is Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Wednesday crossword today, which means we're going to be solving a midweek, mid-difficulty themed crossword. So I hope you're ready for that. And I've been tipped off that it's not the most difficult Wednesday crossword, which is good because I'm a little bit short on time, as I have been recently. That's continuing for a little bit longer. And so let's hope we can get through it in a reasonable amount of time. And this hopefully reasonably sized edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Mike from Vermont, Dre, and as always, the indomitable Showmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. They support this channel, they keep this whole thing going, and they make it a sustainable part of my daily work. For that, I'm very grateful. Thanks to those 5 and to everybody who's a patron of the channel at any level. Thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube, which is a big help itself. And you can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. And finally, you can subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Oh, I said that, I suppose. Well, you can like the videos. I should write a script for this, shouldn't I? Anyway, that's it. Those things are all helpful. And now let's get on to the crossword. This is constructed by Jackson Matz, whose second crossword I think this is, and Ben Matz, who's a debut constructor. I assume they're brothers or related in some other manner. I guess they could be family members of any sort, cousins, father and son, who knows. In any case, it was edited once again by Joel Faliano. They could be married for all I know. Anyway, let's start solving and see how we do with this Wednesday crossword. Slug-like Star Wars bad guy. Jabba the Hutt, I guess. Oh, keyboard didn't work. There we go. Okay, vaccine informally could be a jab. Shot. Word with France or force. These are both capitalized. So Air France is an airline and Air Force is a branch of the military. What would it be a mistake to write twice? A boo-boo, if you made an error, a boo-boo, a mistake. We've written boo twice. Valuable Scrabble tiles are blank tiles. Always helpful. Right hand, so to speak. Your aide, your assistant could be your right hand, metaphorically. And a garlicky sauce is aioli. There we go. Television pro could be a broadcaster, someone who professionally broadcasts television. And actor in 12 Years a Slave and 12 Monkeys. I've seen both of these films. I'm trying to think. Is this 12 Monkeys the Terry Gilliam film? Or I think they made, one of the infinite streaming services, I think made a television series based on it, which I have not seen and know nothing about. I don't know. Blank Cruces, New Mexico. I'm never sure. Is Las Cruces or Los? I'm not sure offhand. Okay, man on the Isle of Man. Not sure what we're looking for here exactly. I mean, the Isle of Man is off the coast of Great Britain. Does it just mean sort of British English, or surely there's not some kind of Isle of Man specific term, Manx term that's being used here? I assume not. I assume this must just mean British English generally. Let's see. Ocean creatures with 3 hearts. Oh, octopi? Using this sort of kind of hyper-corrected pluralization of octopuses. That sounds right to me. I'm sure I've heard that fact before. Label for a box during a household purge. Keep? Yeah, you have the keep box probably. Oh, bloke. Okay, it was just British English. Okay, so man on the Isle of Man. That's all we're looking for there. There we go. Okay. Let's see. And the Isle of Man isn't technically part of the UK. I forget which thing it is. The Crown Dependency, maybe? I don't remember. In any case, I'm sure they still use the word bloke there. Actor in 12 Years a Slave and 12 Monkeys. Not sure offhand. Here we have messed up, made a mistake. And a certain bib wearer is a diner, a a racer. You wear a racing bib with your number if you're competing in, say, a marathon. So, Brad Pitt. Is that the answer? I think that is the answer. Actor in 12 Years a Slave and 12 Monkeys. I'm pretty sure that's right. I haven't seen either of those in a long time, especially 12 Monkeys, but I think that's right. Passionately discuss minutiae without. You nerd out about particular details of something. Increases sharply, and this has an asterisk, so it's a themed clue. Right, okay, I was wondering if broadcaster was going to be a theme clue simply because it's a longish answer that's in a spot in the grid that is often thematic, but no. Increases sharply, cranks up, or I'm not sure. Each could be a pop, so you say 5 each, 5 a pop. Meditation mantras are ohms, so that's a meditation, the word associated with meditation as a mantra. Copy would be to mimic someone. So increases sharply. I don't know, I can't think what this is. Goes for. If you go for something, you opt for it, you choose it. So what is this? Increase sharply. Don't know. Wood used to age brandy. Oak barrels, probably. That sounds right. Video streaming giant. Roku, they do, they make the boxes that you could connect to your television, and I think they have a streaming channel themselves. Is that right? Increases sharply, cramps up? Feels like I have something wrong. I don't know. I'm not getting this. Downright. It's downright ridiculous. I don't know. I'm not sure offhand. Overlook as a flaw. See past. Cramps up. Oh, like my pain is cramping up? Is that? It's increasing? Maybe. I don't know. Traps within and expose the vulnerabilities of, in a way. To expose the vulnerabilities of that person is to unmask? I don't know. Benjamin Franklin by religious philosophy. I think a deist, sort of non-specifically denominational, non-organized sort of religious outlook. Grandchild of Adam and Eve. Enos, maybe? Before, prefix anti. So, yeah, just literally meaning before. So to expose the vulnerabilities of, in a way. I don't know why I can't see what that is. Rip off. And then what about this? Cable channel with its own awards show. I think probably quite a few of them have awards shows of some kind. And traps within. Nets in, maybe? No. Traps within. Hems in. You hem someone in. You leave them with no options. So cable. Oh, MTV. Right. Should have been incredibly obvious. Okay, so rip off. What is this? Hank? No. Oh, hack, like a computer system. You expose its vulnerabilities in a way. So the in a way is good because, you might not be hacking specifically for the purpose of exposing vulnerabilities. You might do it for profit or something else, but, that's effectively one of the things you're doing. So there we go. Okay. So then rip off, cover. Boy, I don't know what that is either. Shaving, cut, a nick. You might nick yourself while shaving. Poker face, there we go. You're not letting on any emotion. And caught is nabbed, maybe? Let's see if that works. After effects from working out would be aches after exercising. Strong squeeze could be a bear hug. Where shots are taken. Shots are taken at a bar, right? You literally do shots. Okay. Time when glaciers formed during an ice age. And overcharge. You rip someone off, you overcharge. Oh, no. It's not. It's cover charge. Right. This is ramps up is increases sharply. No wonder I was so confused by these. Okay. So we're prepending a C to what would be the answer to these clues. So to rip someone off is to overcharge them. For some figure to increase sharply would be for it to ramp up, and then we're putting cramps up and cover charge. There we go. Good. Finally. All right. So this has a C. Is this one as well? Yeah, like 10% fat beef. lean something, so clean something, leanest, cleanest, maybe? Is that the leanest beef that's offered? I don't know. Seems pretty lean, 10%. Like TSA lines on holiday weekends. They're long. This is the security lines at airports. Eat plenty of to get lots or something? I don't know. Fly high would be to soar. Downright. It's downright awful. It's plain awful. There we go. That's what it is. Gym session devoted to squats, deadlifts, e.g. That would be leg day, I suppose. Right. Bill Clinton's is displayed at the Smithsonian for short. His... I don't know. Bill Clinton's what? What of his would be displayed there? I'm not sure. Oh, his saxophone, probably, for which he was known for playing. CFO or CIO. Those are execs. Oh, right. So this is not cleanest, because this would be an executive at a company. So clean. Oh, it's a lean cut. Right. Okay, there we go. So it's a lean cut of meat. That's better than leanest, because that's probably not the leanest that's sold. You could probably get 5%, or maybe, I don't know, maybe lower. But a CFO or CIO, chief financial officer or chief information officer, I think, would be an executive. And then we have lean cut and clean cut. Great. Duck delicacy would be foie gras. There we go. All right. That liver-based dish. And then we've got eat plenty of is feast on. I think that'll be right. Highlighter colors usually are neon colors, like neon pink or yellow. Bears one's soul would be opens up to a confidant, perhaps, and gets used to new surroundings would be is up to? I don't think that's right. The first two digits of every Brooklyn zip code, they must be ones, which I didn't know off the top of my head, but there we go. So if one gets used to new surrounding, one adapts. There we go, that's what it is. Okay, number cruncher for short could be a CPA, certified public accountant. And if you're not moving fast enough, you're losing time, closing time. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so you're losing time, and we prepend a C to make that the phrase closing time. There we go. Be curious to see what the revealer says about these. If you played the first card in a game, you led, and then or a lack thereof, you might say, alternatively. If you read something over, you peruse it. There we go. And I think, we haven't seen these. So, we have seen all of these. Okay, never mind. So I think we've looked at all the crosses there. Yeah, keep going. NYSE debut, New York Stock Exchange debut would be an IPO, an initial public offering on a stock exchange, in this case, the NYSE. So when a company is listed publicly for the first time. And then great work would be an opus, great work of art or a piece of music or something like that. Something that's not going to happen would be a no-no, maybe. Full of oneself, smug. No, it isn't. It's a no-go. There we go. No-no is more something you shouldn't do, but something that isn't going to happen, I guess, would be a no. It's just not going to happen. It's a no-go. All right. Full of oneself is smug. Currency of Colombia would be the peso. It's a ball. A sphere is a ball. Yeah. To rave about would be to gush about something, to speak with absolute rapture about it. And tanker, e.g., a scow, maybe? Thinking of like an oil tanker boat. Not sure. All right, and here's our revealer finally. Song from The Little Mermaid. That's a phonetic hint to interpreting the answers to the starred clues. Oh, it's under the sea. Very good. Okay. And we'll spell it as the song from The Little Mermaid itself, because that's what's clued. But phonetically, it's a hint to interpreting the answers to the starred clues. So under the letter C, which obviously is pronounced just like sea as in the ocean. So there we go, under the sea. Let's finish this off. Powers down. You could power down a computer, shut it down. Textbook section would be a unit in a curriculum, for instance. And a tanker, e.g., is a ship. Oh, it's a ship. Okay, it's simpler than I was making it. Before, poetically, would be ere, a real crossword standby recently. So before ere he flew out of sight, or whatever it is, drove out of sight. For instance, before that happened. Mushnik and Blank, Little Shop of Horrors song. Ooh. I've actually never seen Little Shop of Horrors. I'm not sure what this answer is. Extra crusty piece of bread would be the end, I suppose. The sort of heel. Bad, which is my favorite part, I have to say. Well, if it's good crusty bread, anyway. Not if it's a sandwich loaf. Bad thing to make of oneself would be make an ass of yourself would be bad. Straightens things out, say, would be irons, as in clothing. And then if something isn't settled, it pens. It's still in the works. And here we have Mushnik and Son, Little Shop of Horrors song. Great. So, and we've never looked at these. Sorry. Pageant accessory would be a tiara that you might, an encrusted tiara you might wear as the victor. And then afflictions that rhyme with the body parts they're found in. Styes, you might find one in your eyes. You might find some in your eyes, I should say. Discussion starter is a D. It's literally the letter D. It's part of the word discussion. And then part of a which came first debate, the egg, the classic chicken or the egg debate. And then here we have something isn't settled, so it pens, and then there we go. So that was a fairly nice, approachable Wednesday crossword, I think, as I was told to expect. And we had a theme that did slightly baffle me early on. So we had, let's see, losing time, ramps up, overcharge, and lean cut, which become, respectively, closing time, cramps up, cover charge, and clean cut, all of which have that C prepended in order to reflect the under the sea phonetic hint here, referencing the song from The Little Mermaid. And it's nice that the theme clues are vertically disposed like this. It sort of feels like, it feels like something maybe coming down through the sea, or maybe some kind of plants, sort of oceanic plants hanging, I don't know. But there's something about it that feels thematically appropriate somehow. But there we have it. That was the Wednesday crossword by the two Mattses, and hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with the Thursday crossword. Do join me for that. It'll still be themed, but the theme might be a bit more intricate or surprising than this one. We'll just have to find out. That's typical for a Thursday. So we'll see you together if you join me. And until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Wednesday. Take care.